Welcome to Consumer Update. I'm Kelly Lightbourne. Thanks so much for joining us today. Always on time or you don't pay a dime is the service guarantee that is taken very seriously by the family-owned 1 Hour Air Conditioning and Heating. Joining us today is Corey O'Kelly, General Manager and owner of 1 Hour Air Conditioning and Heating that services both Upper Pinellas and Western Pasco counties. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Kelly.
So this is one of those topics that people really don't think about until it's too late.
True.
So I'm sure you get those panic calls, which is fabulous that you guys have a 1 hour guarantee.
Absolutely.
Tell us a little bit about that, because I know as a consumer, that is very important.
Oh, absolutely. I think that our company was founded on delivering on-time services, and if we do show up a minute late, we actually will do the repair for free. But consumers do want to have, when they're hot, they want it fixed right away, and so we offer different windows of time to meet their needs, and that's what we try to deliver.
Yeah. Or when you're cold, you want it right away too.
Those few times, sure. Sure.
I'm sitting here thinking that I would probably have a timer. I'm sure you have people that are
I'm sure. They probably put roadblocks at the end of their street and stuff, anything to try to keep
to make sure,
right?
so you're 1 hour late. How did you come up with that concept? Just a need-based? I mean,
well, the concept was founded back in the late 90s, actually. It's a national franchise. There's 330 offices in the United States. But the company started that because they did the studies and knew that, people wanted it to be done right away, but you couldn't run a business that way. So the best thing you could do is guarantee when you're actually going to be there, which I find is very important to our clients.
No, it's key. Another thing I think that's very important, which I think is very unique, is that you guys are family owned. So you're saying it's a big franchise, but your particular franchise is family owned, which is huge.
Absolutely. Yeah, every office is independently owned and operated. Okay, so it is part of a national company, but our family, it's my father and my sister and myself that run the show.
See, and I think that's the best of both worlds, because when you are dealing with a franchise, there's rules, there's accountability, but then family, there's also rules and accountability. So you have the best of both worlds.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, tell me a little bit about what makes you different than other, air conditioning and heating companies.
Well, I think that our focus for our family is so focused on having a world-class experience. My father always said that a customer is somebody who does business with you once, and a client is somebody who does business with you forever. And that's what we're looking for, is that lifelong relationship. So every decision we make is really going into it thinking we're doing this for the best decision for our client, and to have that positive experience and to keep them forever, and of course for them to tell their friends and family about us as well.
See, that's amazing, because nowadays you don't really see that. It's kind of an old school kind of thought, and it really does work.
It does. Yeah. It's a nice return to a true customer service experience that I feel like we do lack in the world in many other areas, but we focus on it heavily, and it's taken us very far. And
you guys also guarantee it too, right?
Yeah, I mean, everything that we do is 100% satisfaction guaranteed.
See, and that's also amazing, because you don't see that, and especially in this industry, in any kind of service industry.
Sure.
You don't really see that. Now, you also have a code of ethics that you live by. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, I mean, we're a very honest and ethical group ourselves, and I think that was part of the reason why the becoming a 1 Hour Air was such a nice marriage between our family values and what the code of ethics and the company it stands for itself. So it made it an easy decision when we researched to become a 1 Hour Air. It was a perfect fit, and standing behind what you do, it just makes good sense.
No, absolutely. Tell me a little bit about, I know you also have won awards and different things, and that's important in the industry, because we know that, there's checks and balances, and you're actually getting credit for being incredible and doing things that you should do. So tell us a little bit about that.
Last year we were fortunate to win the President's Award, which is the highest honor given to a 1 Hour Air company. We are one of a handful that did win the award, and it's based on a few key attributes as far as performance and everything, but the most important factor is the customer service score. We do have an internal customer service score where we carried 96% customer approval rating, which was the highest amongst all 1 Hour Airs in the United States in 2013. So very proud of that.
Hey, that's amazing.
Yeah, very proud of that. So that's something that we do focus on again every day, and our technicians are aware of how important it is. And the way I look at it is, if the customer, I don't want my guys to leave the home unless they know that the customer's 100% satisfied with what we've delivered that day. And if not, then get me on the phone and I'll make sure it happens.
What is your service area? Like, what areas?
We take care of Upper Pinellas County, which consists of Tarpon Springs and East Lake Palm Harbor, and then we enter into Pasco County, which is Port Richey, Trinity, Land O'Lakes, and then some parts of Hudson, Port Richey, that kind of thing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So it's a huge area.
It's a very serviceable area. I think that's one of the other key things is that we're able to get to our clients. We don't have a territory that's so massive that, you know, we're able to get to them in a very reasonable time, which when you have an on-time guarantee is very important.
Very important. Also, you don't just, I mean, I know a lot of people call because they're panicking and, you know, their air conditioning's gone down, but you guys also do installs, you come in and evaluate the systems. Tell us a little bit about that as well.
Yeah, our services we provide are, we're specialists in residential installation, maintenance, and service, okay? So whether it needs to be repaired, maintained, or replaced, you know, we can do it all.
No, and I think it's really important because I think people also forget about air quality. I know that that's a huge thing for me because, you know, I have somebody in my family that is affected and you don't think about cleaning and doing, but there are some great things out there, and so having you come in and kind of evaluate is also a very, you know, advantageous thing to do.
Oh, absolutely. You know, improving the quality of your air inside your very own home is probably one of the very best things that has entered the industry. I mean, there's a lot of quality products out there that can really help improve the air that you breathe every day. You know, you spend a lot of time in your home. You know, most people don't think about it because they're sleeping for the majority of that. But you know, we're also experts in indoor air quality products that can aid in those challenges as well.
Another thing I wanted to mention is that I hate to say it, it's never the opportune time when your air goes out. So I'm sure you get the calls at, you know, midnight. How do you handle that? Is the guarantee intact there too?
Oh, absolutely.
It's amazing to me.
Yeah, we're a true 24-hour you know, service company, open 365 days a year.
So 7 days a week too?
Absolutely. If you call my office at 2 in the morning, you'll get a live person answering the phone. And not somebody who's taken a message, it's actually somebody who's capable of dispatching a technician at that time.
And you can also set things up online as well.
We do have some abilities,
amazing.
you know, request an appointment, that kind of stuff. I do prefer the phone call. It definitely will get handled a lot faster that way. But yeah, we try to make it as, you know, having the customer get to us in any way they find comfortable is important these days.
Great. So how do they find you?
We do a lot of advertising, I know that.
What's your website?
Website, onehourair.westpasco.com is a great choice, but also the online search engines. We've get a lot of business that way as well.
So they can find you.
Absolutely.
Great, a lot of great information. Now we know who to call when we have an issue right in the middle of the night. Like,
Yes.
how about 1 o'clock in the morning?
Sure.
Are we calling? You're like, hey, go ahead.
Sure, no
And
problem.
you'll be out there, the guarantee.
I will.
Okay, well, thanks so much for coming on
Thank
the
you,
show.
Kelly.
We appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
If hearing loss, dizziness, or vertigo affects you or a loved one, you're not alone. Millions of Americans are affected as well. Coming up next, find out why you no longer have to just live with it.